pretty above average coach. But you definitely did the work. I could not say that. I give y'all the tools and y'all do the work. And it's just beautiful to see. But thank you. Well, y'all, I'm not going to be before you all long, is how most sermons turn to 2 hours. But I think there's a common theme that I've noticed with most of you all that have been hindering a lot of your progress and success and being able to see the most you can out of this program. I've gotten this answered consistently. Does anyone ever feel as if they're not doing everything perfect? They probably missed something, there's a gap. If you've ever felt that way, throw a yes in the chat, put a thumbs up, like you ever felt like you're falling short. Cool. This is why this is such a huge factor. This is the all or nothing mindset, right? Meaning that if I'm not doing everything correctly, if I'm not doing all of it, then I'd rather just do nothing. And commonly you see this because I didn't work out, then it makes no sense to meal prep. Or if I didn't meal prep, it doesn't make sense to work out because I'm not doing all of it, so it doesn't really help me in that way. But in reality, realize this. I'm pretty sure you guys seen this reel before, but imagine if I spilled this water on the floor and I was like, you know what? Since I just spilled some of this water, I might as well just throw the whole thing out. And I go get a gallon and I'm like, I just might as well throw away all my water since I spilled my bottle of water. I might as well just get rid of all of it, right? Almost a sabotaging mindset that to think that because you're not doing all of it, you rather be better off with doing nothing until you can do all, instead of focusing on what you can do. This whole thing is called the daily deposit for a specific reason. Every day you're making a deposit into your health and your wellness, right? And the main things are really going to be what's on your dashboard. And those are things that you can do within your control. But I want you to realize that goals are just something to see, to reach for, but they do not determine your level of success. Your effort does. Effort is the one thing in a measurable that will help you go from point A to point B. Would it be better to go work out for 10 minutes or 0 minutes? What would get you even half a step closer to where you want to be? 10. I'll take 10 minutes of a workout versus 0 any day. If you had to choose between you being bedridden and taking 500 steps versus going for one walk and taking 2,000 steps, one walk, just one, 500 versus 2,000, which one are we choosing? 2,000. All right, let me speak your language now, because this is my world, it's my fitness world, it connects dots for me. Would you go to work and clock in for 1 hour and get a 1 hour paycheck, or take a week off? We're not talking about no PTO, we're talking about 1 week of no work at all. Would you work for 1 hour or just not work at all? That 1 hour you work, you take a 1 hour work, the extra $40, $50 can go a long way, can't it? I know y'all don't speak that language. In this economy, would you rather get $50 from an hour or just stay with 0? You would take the 50, you wouldn't even blink. This is no different. The idea of what we're trying to accomplish here is just by taking simple steps towards our goals. But mentally, we create barriers for ourselves that prevent us from showing up how we need to because we think it has to be perfect, when progress is not perfection. What progress looks like is every day doing what you're able to do. So if your 20% is your 100%, who making 50 an hour? If you can code, speak Japanese, and willing to be international, I got a homeboy that know a guy. So the idea here, right, I think you can get to the point of what I'm saying. Yes, I don't need to be perfect. I just need to show up. Yes, it's a very basic and very simple principle, but in the moment, it's not the most motivating thing to do. The decision that you make in the moment, I want you to think of your future self for. And most of us, we're too young to really think that far ahead when I'm old. I want you to think of when I look in the mirror, when I step on that scale, what do I want to see? When I think about where I want to be, every moment, each small decision can help you either get there or keep you exactly where you are. The person that you want to be is also the same vote. You can cast a vote for the person that you are and this identity that you're working towards, or you can allow every limiting factor to keep you exactly where you are. More of this mindset is going to be able to either fuel and propel you or hold you back and keep you exactly where you are. So this all of, I'm going to have my meal prep, hit all my workouts, do all the steps, would be stellar. That would be perfect. But the nothing is basically saying, I have to wait for a perfect time, a perfect opportunity. I have to be perfect. And we know there's only one person who's perfect. There's only one. God. Yes, bless up. You don't know. And through him, he's perfecting us, right? We know that internally we're all being sanctified. There are parts in our life that need to be touched, that need to be changed. There are things that before he even blesses us with, he has to bring us through different times, different seasons, different challenges, so that while we're being prepared, when we get activated, we can be able to be responsible for those things. I want you all to think about your health and wellness no differently. That you are being prepared, that you're going to be asked of something for your health one day, and you want to be able to not be like the man of in the story of talents. What did you do with the talent that I gave you? I just stuck it and dug it in the ground. I didn't do nothing with it. I didn't multiply it. You gave me a heart. You gave me breath. You gave me feet. You gave me hands. I didn't do nothing with it. I didn't do anything. I'm sorry. I was just so busy. I was just so caught up. I didn't feel like I could have went to the gym 4 days a week. I didn't feel like I could walk 10,000 steps. Every time, the reason why I ask for wins is because every time you get a win, you're proving yourself right that you can do it. That's how deep wins go. When you hit a 10K step day, you're saying that you are an active person. You are someone who cares about their health, and you are invested into your well-being. You care about yourself. It's that deep. Because you take that day and you make it momentum for the next day. And for the days where you don't feel like you have the energy to be able to do it, you don't feel like you can do it, you start with what you can. This is the idea of multiplication. If we God's people, we know one thing for sure. He is a God of multiplication. He is not a God of addition. When we talk about fruit, bearing fruit, you take one seed, you put it in the ground, and what does it create? A whole tree from one seed. One seed can create a whole tree. You don't need much. What does he ask for our faith? He said a mustard seed. What can a mustard seed really accomplish? Just by looking at it, not much. But in the right hands, it can multiply. We're literally multipliers. And then for the ladies on the menstrual, it's the same idea. You're meeting yourself where you are in that week. Day one, you're probably out of commission. Probably all you can do is probably walk. It varies, of course. Day 2, day 3, you're just showing up and just saying, what is my 100%? If you're, again, to the same gym analogy, if it's like, I'm gonna go to the gym, but I'm tired, I'm sleepy, I don't feel motivated, man, give me a 4 out of 10 workout where it's not even intense, but going is the hardest part. The fact that you're creating a routine and a habit with yourself and creating a relationship where you just go, get familiar, become that person. But when you do it, don't just forget it. That's why when we say these wins, and it's just like, sometimes it's not the exciting thing in the world. I want you to get excited about what you're doing. You don't have to be as passionate as I am. I promise you probably won't. Listen, I love this. This is my world. I don't expect you to ever be like as passionate as I am and as driven, but I do want you to get excited for yourself to say, wow, I did it. I just did another one. I showed up for myself. And there's no better accomplishment than to look at the day yesterday and be like, if I did that yesterday, I wonder what I can do today. Do y'all follow? If you follow, give me a thumbs up. Give me a yes. Cool. If it's okay with y'all, I do want to touch on, and I want to land a plane on motivation and discipline. Is that cool? Is that okay?